out of apartment 5B.
You're now tuned into the Apartment 5B podcast, where we chop it up about hip-hop, R&B, sports, love and life. Hosted by Kill.
What's good? You are tuning in Apartment 5B podcast hosted by your man Kill. That's JR, that's Vegas, that's Easy. Let's get right to this Clipse album. This is going to be the quickest intro in the history of 5B. We ain't even going around, whatever. Yo, this Clipse album, what did y'all see it right there in the background? That's the vinyl, that's the CD. I'm about to order the tape too. Let's talk. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about what were your expectations, first listens, favorite songs, Pusha versus Malice, who got who on how many songs, quotables, is this better than Hell Hath No Fury? We chopping it all up. My expectations for this album was 5 mics, nothing less. I love the Clipse. They're probably my favorite hip-hop group, probably of the past 20 years, you know what I mean? Especially since Hell Hath No Fury. So my expectations was 5 mics, wasn't nothing under that, nothing. JR, what about you? What was your expectations for this Clipse album?
I was hyped for it. I was so hyped for it. So I was giving it a 5 mic too, since it's 5 mic system. I was like, and then after hearing So Be It, and I was like, yeah, they coming hard. Like this is, and yeah, they did. So my expectations was high, and they reached it for me. So
Easy. I saw you all week talking about this joint. What were your expectations though before you heard it?
So I never really have, expectations like that because I've been disappointed many times. But with this is the thing with the Clipse though. When I heard the singles, right? I heard the singles, and the singles are very like it's like very fly delivery. And when I heard the second one, I had a feeling it was going to be a really good album because they seem very focused, locked in on making records, good records. And I don't know if you want me to dive too deep or we get into it later, but like when you go back to Hell Hath No Fury, that shit is slamming, first of all. But it's a different formula, right? It's not the same formula as this album. And this one, it just seemed like they was more locked in. And I'm almost, obviously I wasn't in the studio, but I'm almost certain that that's Pharrell. Right. His leadership, his guidance.
Right. All right. No doubt. Veg, what was your expectations, bro?
My expectations were high, man. Like everybody said, once I heard Ace trumpets and So Be It, I was just like, there's just no way. There's no way the rest of the album isn't like this. Like from the rapping to the beats, Malice's performance, you know what I mean? Like everything just seemed like it was lining up perfectly, but obviously, we had to wait to hear the rest of it. So.
Right. All right, no doubt. Yo, first impressions. Now, Easy, you weren't on last week. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. All I know is I got off of this and went straight to my phone. Like it was like 11:58, refresh, 11:59, refresh, midnight, refresh. I'm hitting Vegas like something was wrong with my jawn, like it wouldn't play. You know what I mean? Like it was still only playing like the singles, but eventually, Veg, I think you told me to reset the phone or do something with it, and it finally went through. So we're gonna talk about what were your first impressions. My first impressions was I thought it was good, but I also remember the first time I listened to Hell Hath No Fury, like Mama, I'm So Sorry. I'm not gonna hold y'all. The first time I heard that, I didn't like that beat at all. I was like, yo, this beat don't got no boom bap to it. I'm not feeling it. Now, of course, I love this album, love the song, all that. But so the first listen, I was like, yo, this is dope. It's not what I expected. I was tired of like Pharrell's choruses. I was like, yo, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, yo, like I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Then here's the crazy part, because people, y'all know, people watching probably don't know. When I heard Ace Trumpets, I was like, I'm not listening to nothing else off this album. I don't want to hear anything. People were sending me shit. I don't want to hear it. Niggas sent me the So Be It instrumental, just like Kill, just listen to the beat. I was like, I don't want to hear shit until it drops. So when I listen to it and I hear it, I'm like, So Be It. I'm like, this beat all right, but why niggas losing their shit over it? Like, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, but it was that part 2 joint. Because I don't know if it was only on Apple Music, but at midnight they had up the other version, not the OG version. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to it like, this is what niggas is spazzing over. And then like the next day I'm watching the interview and I hear a beat in the background. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that beat? And I Shazam it and it was like, So Be It. I was like, oh, okay, this is the joint people was talking about. So my first impression on first listen, because I probably stayed up till 4 in the morning. I was up from 12 to 4 in the morning listening to this joint. First impression was it was good, but I was disappointed. I was like, I hate John Legend. I'm like, why is this nigga still alive? Like, why are niggas still using John Legend? Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Is he the only nigga left that sings? Like, I would have rather, what's the nigga, JR? Giveon. Give me Giveon before you give me John Legend. Like, that ass.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I don't want John Legend no more. Like, no. So my first impressions was I was disappointed. I thought it was a good album, but it wasn't what I was expected. Again, of course, that's not where I ended up with it. But JR, what were your first impressions? Just your first listen off the album. How'd you feel about it?
When we got off, it was like, it hyped me up even more because everybody was like, all right, we're going to get off and we're going to listen to this joint. And that's what it was. So when I put it on, I was like, yo, this is dope. That was my first listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was dope. Like you said, when I heard John Legend come in, I said, here the fuck we go. But after that, it was just like, all right. I was like, I like it. Then I played it again and I was like, yeah, this shit is hot. So my first impression, I'm like you. It was cool. You know what I mean? I was like, it's dope. You know what I mean? But after that, I was like, yeah. And after that, I was like, I'm in. This album is the shit. And I can't stop listening to it. So.
Right. And I think it goes back, for me at least, to a piece of what Easy was saying was, this ain't that. Like, this ain't Hell Hath No Fury. You know what I mean? So if that's what you was expecting, at first maybe a little disappointed. Same way, to me, Lord Willin' wasn't Hell Hath No Fury. Like, Pharrell kind of ups the ante. So it's like, I think I kind of went in expecting this and got that. So I think, Easy, that's a great point that, like you said, this ain't that. Easy, what about you? What was your first impression the first time you heard it?
So one thing I left out about my expectations, you got to remember, they coming off of To the Casket drop, which was not a great album.
Right.
You got to remember that too. Like, they're not coming off Hell Hath No Fury. So my expectations ain't through there because I'm not up there right now because they had dropped that other album.
Right.
So my first, what was it? My reaction? First reaction?
Your first impression. So like your first impression, the first time you heard it.
Okay, so the interesting thing is the first record threw me off. Because when you listen to hip hop albums, the pain is always in the end.
Right.
We put the gut wrenching, heartfelt shit in the end of the album. And this ain't 4, 5, 6. This is number 1. So I was a little confused. But once I got past that, I thought to myself, okay, they're evolving, because everyone's like, yo, I'm gonna go buy 3 bricks. I'm gonna listen to the Clipse album. It's gonna be all cocaine rap. So I definitely appreciated, the evolution, the instant, like off rip, the evolution. And then when I went through it, I was just like, yo, man, like one thing that I kept thinking about was how this is big for Pharrell's legacy. Because it's always, those are Neptune's beats. Those ain't Pharrell. That's not Pharrell. That's the Neptunes. Right?
Right.
And then, you got this dude, Despicable Me, cause I'm happy, right? Nobody was thinking made $1 gazillion. Ain't nobody really think he got this type of shit in him anymore.
Right.
So I feel like he really, like one thing that I kept thinking of throughout was, he really solidifying his shit. He was already legendary. I think anyone who disputes that is a fucking moron. But You know, for those people who want to say, yo, that's all Chad, that was all Chad. But I loved it first listen. Like I said, they really locked in on making records. And another thing that I thought throughout was a lot of the guys in the underground can learn from this album. And exactly what I'm referring to is you can make hard records with value. Yep. You can put drums in your fucking beats.
Hello.
And you can put choruses on your songs. And they can be hard records. And we can listen to them. You can give us the urge to go back to them next week.
Right.
Or 3 hours for that matter. Because sometimes you don't even listen to that shit the second time.
Right.
A lot of things that jumped out to me about this joint. But yeah, man, I was I kind of knew. I mean, Pharrell's one of the best to do it, bro. Like, regardless of how you feel about him, if you want to call him a pop producer, R&B, he's just a really good producer. Yeah. And go ahead.
No, my bad. I was gonna just say we definitely that's a piece because I've heard a lot this week about the bars and Malice, but not a lot about Pharrell. So we are gonna talk about the beats because this makes a huge piece of the album. So Easy, you already ahead of the curve with where I'm going, so it's perfect. Yeah. All right. I'll wait for the rest. Now, Vay, what about you, bro? First impression, first listen.
I loved it. First listen, I guess I was thinking like no skips. Like that's what I kept thinking, no skips. The only probably song for me that was like an and it was because of the hooks. The hook was All Things Considered. That was the only thing. Like I just felt like I love the beat, I love the lyrics. I even love the Dream singing at the end. But I just didn't like Pharrell felt awkward with what he was doing in it. But even still, not skipping it. Like I was catching a lot of the bars on the first listen, so that was already like get me amped. And then some of the guest features were I know they were dope because of who they are, but surprisingly really good. Like when usually when you get a feature like that, you know, everybody just kind of showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, is ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick, you already know what they do. Tyler, you already know what they do. But they showed up. You know what I'm saying? And I just loved it by the end. And we're gonna get into the breakdown. But I like the fact that the first track caught me off guard because it made me listen to what they were saying. So when Chains and Whips hit, I was like, okay, we got the struggle off. Let's go. Let's get in. You know? Right. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it's funny that y'all talk about The Birds Don't Sing because I didn't think I would like that song. I'm like, kind of don't fit. But I mean, I love the fucking album. I mean, I don't know anybody who knows me knows I love the album. I mean, I've been riding around with her for all weekend listening to this album. All right, what's your top 3 songs? I got POV, FICO, and So Be It. You know what I mean? POV, like, yo, when I heard that beat come in, I was like, yo, this dude's relevant in a whole nother bag. Like, I'm not used to Pharrell really on some sampling type shit. You know what I mean? But he was in a whole nother bag on this. FICO, yo, Stove Guy, yo. I think we all expected a verse. I was salty at first, but yo, I love the chorus, bro. I don't know how Stove Guy comes up with these choruses. Like, bro, you got to walk me through how you come up. Easy. You talking about underground niggas can learn from this. This nigga need to fuck how to make cocaine, nigga. How do you make a good hook? Because Cook's good hooks are always crazy. And So Be It. I mean, finally hearing the version that everybody heard when it dropped, I was just like, yo, this shit bangs. This shit is crazy. We got my brother Rel in the building. What's going on, bro?
Fresh Prince jacket, man. I cook them to the inside.
Oh Lord,
bro, man. And we're gonna get into all the verses, the quotables. There's a couple of joints I'm wondering if niggas caught. I'm wondering, but we gonna eventually get to that. JR, what's your top 3 fave joints on this?
POV, because Tyler came in and ate that.
Yo, Tyler put in work. Nigga, I'm a flower boy. These bees get you stung. nigga, yo,
Oh,
tell your lawyer to set the fee. La Ferrari doors open up like therapy. Yo, yeah.
All right, and my next one is Mike Tyson blow to the face. That beat is sick. Oh my god, I was playing that joint in my car, and I was like, what the? Like, I just had to keep playing that over and over, and it's two because I can't pick between the two. Like you said, it's FICO, that's what it is, and then mine is chains and whips. Like chains and whips just knock for me. So those two I've been playing, but that's my top 4 right now. Like, woo! Even though I love the whole album, but we're gonna get into that. So
Yeah, Mike Tyson blow to the face. Here's the thing, my man. Shout out to my man Mills, used to be up 889 with me. We would always just talk about how these niggas, 25 years, still find new ways to talk about selling cocaine. You know, that in itself is an art to me. You know what I mean? Because they're never gonna run out of ways to sell cocaine. Like, I literally have a tally of how many different ways they talked about selling coke on his album that they've never talked about for the past 25 years, which is a talent in itself. Easy. What about you? What's your top 3 favorite songs off this joint?
I had FICO. I had FICO in there. I was actually very pleased that Stove God did not do a verse on that, and I'm gonna explain why. He didn't have to, because no. So check this out, and this is a common. And you know, I fuck with Stove God heavy. It's not that I don't want to hear him rap. There's this common thing throughout this album, right? And we're gonna, obviously we're gonna get into, who edged who, but there's one word that we really gotta eliminate from this whole discussion is washed, because they're so in sync with each other throughout the entire project.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's washing nobody because they're doing the same shit every song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to go back to what I was saying, I was pleased Stove God didn't do a verse because he would have ruined it. The rhyme scheme that Pusha did, Malice did. He probably would have did some whole other shit, and it kind of would, spoil the cohesion. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Not that I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind hearing the verse. I fuck with Stove God heavy too. But yeah, POV was another one. And did y'all notice how Tyler the Creator got his game on?
Right. What you mean?
He pulled the game.
He rapped like
Pusha T on a song with Pusha T.
Okay.
Oh,
no, game get on a song with Jeezy. You want to rap like Jeezy and do ad libs and shit like that.
Right.
Like it's therapy. Like that's all Pusha. That's all Pusha's delivery, which goes back to the Notorious B.I.G. But that's another discussion. But yeah, he did the Pusha on a song with the Clipse. But I thought he was dope. I thought that shit was really fly. And my third is Mike Tyson blow to the face. That beat gives me real RZA vibes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, real RZA vibes from that. And I would love to hear Ghostface Killer do a verse on a remix for that joint.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that.
Yo, the crazy part about that is, and we're gonna get into this when we start to give Pharrell his flowers for this album. I never thought you could compare Pharrell's song to something RZA would do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some whole nother shit in itself. Veg, what about you? What's your top 3 fave songs?
All right, I had POV for a lot of the same reasons y'all said. Just instantly, as soon as I heard the beat, thought it was crazy. Everybody's verse was crazy. Again, Tyler surprised me. Like, he got busy. So I was just like, oh, this is dope. Mike Tyson blow to the face. I mean, I love it. It's a double entendre in the title. It's Mike Tyson punch you in the face, but also that picture on the internet with the cocaine all on his face, just like crazy. I just love the beat. I love the way they flipped it. Just a dope song. Does sound like somebody else should be on it though. Doesn't feel like
that acapella intro too, though. I forgot to mention the acapella intro.
Oh right,
we brought that in. Just really, really dope.
Mm-hmm. And Ace Trumpets, man. Every time it come on, I still love it. I still love it just as much as when I first heard it. It's probably the one song I think I know all the lyrics to now. But yeah, it's difficult to pick a 3, but those are mine.
All right. And Rel, what about you?
I had to pick three, 'cause I like every song. I'm gonna go with Mike Tyson, "Blow to the Face." Of course, I heard the snippet, and I heard it once, and I said I can't listen to this again because it was just too fire. And then FICO, "Stove God Killed the Hook." The verse was crazy, and I like "Inglorious Bastards."
Yeah, Ab Lava killed that.
Shout out to Ab Lava, Philly in the house.
Yeah.
Beat was crazy. Yeah, the beat was crazy. Everybody slid on that John, but if I had to pick three, it'd be those three.
All right, no doubt. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I love what Easy said. Easy, you one step ahead of the game on everything tonight. There is nobody got washed. You know what I mean? Because what's happening is, and y'all know me, I try to stay away from what everybody else is doing. I haven't heard, and maybe people have, I just haven't seen it, like who got who. And to me, this could have went either way. Like, to me, it's like a photo finish. It's like, okay, Malice got this one line that just stood out for me, or Push got this one bar right here that just get me, I gave it to him. So, who got who? On Birds Don't Sing, I got Malice. I got Malice taking that one. The verse that caught me was "Chivalry ain't dead, you ain't let her go alone." That one caught me. Like, damn, Mom's died 4 months ago. Chivalry ain't dead, you ain't let her go alone. Like, that was crazy for me. And then when he's like asking, should I rap again? You gave me your blessing. Boy, you owe it to the world. Let your mess be your message. I love my 2 sons was the code to my phone. I'm like, yo, that was it for me. So I got Malice on that. JR, who you got winning on Birds Don't Sing?
Like you said, this is hard. This is so hard, but I'm a fan of Malice more, to me. You know what I mean? And he just came in because I think his mindset is like, yo, everybody trying to see what I'm going to do on this. And for me, I think I'm with you, and you took my line. That's why I'm like, damn. Yeah, so I think Malice got him on. I'm going to pick Malice, but Pusha did his thing too. So, yeah. But I'm going to pick Malice for this.
Easy. Who you got on this, John?
I got Malice as well. I really like when Pusha said, because it really gives you a perspective on how we're consumed by social media when he says you was checking boxes, I was checking my mentions. Right. I thought that was very, very, very heavy because the record is deep, man, and they performing this shit everywhere. I don't know how they're getting through it. It's crazy, but kudos to them. But Malice, I just felt like Malice did. Malice was more like a vivid image. When he was talking about I don't know the bars to this album that well, but he was talking some shit about half written text you never got to send and all that. Like you said, the chivalry is dead. Like that, the entire record is very, very heavy. I do feel like Malice did a little bit more, but Pusha was fantastic as well. Just a really good record, yo. And I really love the metaphor for grief with in the hook with the birds don't sing, they screech in pain. I just really. I'm a lyric guy, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt. Veg, what about you? Who got who on what? On this joint?
Not gonna lie, man. I give it to both of them. And the reason why I say that is because their verses are linked, because the events are linked. So whereas Pusha was the one that was kind of away, not really locked in, not really connected to family. He mentions Gene, who was Malice, for those who don't know, having to go over there to check on them. So to me, it's like one continuous story from 2 different perspectives. But Malice is more impactful because he's the one who found it. So and it's the last verse. So it kind of hits differently. But, the more I listen, the more I just hear it as one story being told from the perspective of 2 sons, 2 brothers. So I just felt like I don't think that's I don't think I could choose, based off of that. So
yo, how do you decide? Yo, you rap about dad, I rap about mom. Like that's such an interesting
crazy
thing. Like
right.
And I mean, I don't think it was on anybody's bingo card that a Clipse album was gonna bring me to tears. And I still have both my parents. And even I'm tearing up like, damn. Like, this shit crazy. You know what I mean? So That I think, like everybody said, just that being the first song is so crazy because, like you said, usually this is the last. You know what I mean? But they gonna come at you from the door. Rel, what about you? Who do you think got who on what?
Kind of agree with Vague. It's kind of hard to separate them just based on the subject matter. That song's kind of hard for me to listen to a little bit because I have both my parents, you know what I'm saying? But I spent a lot of time with my grandmother coming up, and you know, she passed. And some of the things they were saying I kind of relate to, like we kind of take for granted when someone's alive. We not checking on them as much as we should, and we worried about what's on our phone and stuff like that. Some of that stuff is just kind of hit home for me. I will say though, like wordplay wise, I think Malice stood out with a couple of lines. The one you said, and the one for me was, he was like, "Mine worked overtime, smiled through the struggle, cause mine wouldn't let us feel what he had to suffer. See, mine made sure he had every base covered. So imagine his pain finding base in the cupboard." I just thought that stood out to me, like that was fire. So I'm closer to where Vig is at on that, like kind of.
All right.
I'm picking one.
All right, no doubt.
It goes back to what I said.
What's that?
Goes back to what I said. Ain't no washed.
Right. No, again,
using that word.
There's nobody getting washed on this album. Like, I mean, it's literally coming down to a photo finish. Like, okay, Push said this and that, like that. Chains and Whips. I got Push. Well, this crazy how old this song is because we was doing Philadelphia Steak Life. Maybe junior year in high school, talking about this joint. But I mean, Pusha, you run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I will close your hell for the hell. I will close your hell for the heavens for the hell of it. Like, so I got Pusha on Chains and Whips. And for people, we're not including K-Dot's verse. This is just between the two brothers. So, JR, who you got on Chains and Whips?
I got Malice on this for me.
Okay.
and y'all know for real, because y'all more than 5 heads than me, but I just love the line where he was just like, "It don't take much to put 2 and 2. Your lucky streak is now losing you." Like that. And I did, and my mother called a couple of times and I was like, "Your lucky streak is now losing you." She was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, and I told her I'm so into this Clipse record. So she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen to it." You know what I mean? So yeah, Malice got me with that line right there. So that's a quotable for me. I know we're gonna get there too, but yeah, I'm gonna pick Malice on this one.
All right, E, who you got on this joint?
So no Kendrick, huh? I take
not Kendrick on this joint, just between the good brothers. And the other thing, the funny thing about this,
I gotta say something about Kendrick though. I have to.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think the other funny thing about this is like somebody was like, "Yo, they need to redo Sinners for one of these songs for a video." You know what I mean? Because it just fits, you know, like these brothers, they not, I remember when they first dropped, I was like, are they twins? Like, you know what I mean? Just for a split second before, like, and I'm going back to the funeral, but
I was certain they was twins when they came out.
Yeah, I could see them doing a Sinners type video, like on some more with the red and the blue and all that shit. I think that would be crazy. But my bad, E, who you got on this joint?
It's all good, baby. So you guys remember in Bad Boys when Martin do the dive, he shoot and he save Will.
Yeah,
that's how you shoot from now on. That's my message to Kendrick. From now on, that's how you rap, right? None of this whooping feet and don't cheese me and OV ho chants talking weirdo shit, dog. Rap like that, bro. Every fucking time, because we know you capable. I got pushed though. I really appreciate it because, you know, I feel like, and, you know, I tweeted this because people are such haters, right? And there's really shameless haters on the internet. And, you know, the single drop where he's kind of coming at Travis.
Right.
Or why you ain't got no smoke for Jim? Why you ain't got no smoke for Jim? I'm like, dog, they dropped one record. Wait till the album drop. Maybe there's something there for Jim. Here it is.
Right.
Really, it was really good. He turned it up, and what I really appreciated about it was it had the 90s feel with the subliminal shit.
Right.
He doesn't say his name. He doesn't give it away. You just kind of gotta you gotta really, really absorb it and catch it.
Yeah. Like you said, reality TV is
It's mud wrestling.
Yeah. Hey, who you got on this joint, bro?
Pusha T, man. I remember the snippet that Jim Jones wound up responding to, but it was Chains and Whips when he was in Paris, and that Heaven for the Hell of It joint caught me. But also lines like, what's the joint? There's no tombstones in the desert. That's crazy. Like, nigga, do you hear what? It ain't no, yo, shoot up your block, or we ran up, or we spin them. No, nigga, they are not going to find you. That's what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one that just sound really slick, like we all in the room, you the elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dog. This is just different levels of dissing niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Jim responded, you know, rapping in front of garbage cans and closed bodegas and shit. It's like, nigga, you don't even live there. Come on, man. Like, so but I just feel like because it's essentially like a diss verse and it's so good, I just had to give it to him on that one.
All right. Bro, who you got?
Push, man. Push. And I don't know if y'all seen the Tiny Desk.
Oh my God.
When he did that verse, staring in the camera and not
Yeah.
it was like, yo, it made it worse. Like, it made it like, yo, he's talking to you. Like,
coming for your neck.
and it's not, and like Vegas said, it's not some like F you, I fucked your bitch, no shit like that. This is like psychological warfare. Like, he's breaking down your
Subliminal shit.
Yeah, your very being. You know what I'm saying? You chasing the feature out of your element. And yo, this joint is crazy. I close your heaven for the hell of it. You think it'd be valor amongst veterans. I'm watching your fame escape relevant. Like, he's just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And that stood out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody killed the song, but I had to get that one to push.
Right,
you buy watches, we buy collections.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
We do
But like you said, and then it's so funny how, like, yo, people really fuck with these rappers. Like, really dead ass, like, hard body, like, fuck with these rappers. Like, I saw something on Instagram and the boy was like, Jim, we already got him. Like, we gotta let that nigga live. And I'm like, who the fuck is we? Like, nigga, Jim Jones don't even know who you are. Like, my nigga, he don't even follow you. And you like, we already got pushed. Why you even responding? Like, nigga, we ain't do shit, my nigga. You can't even get 20% off the ticket to go see Jim. So it's like these niggas really believe that they are friends with these fucking rappers. Like, it's crazy to me how crazy. And my man sent me something with Tyler saying like, yo, y'all some fucking weirdos, like following my mom home. And like, nigga, I give you the art, like, you know, I give you the high five, like, yo, after that it's it. Like, don't worry about shit. But these niggas really, and if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. Like, Rel, we always talk about how we ain't really fuck with Pac because of Big. But I never was like, yeah, we got Pac that time. No, it was like, yo, Big got that nigga. I never said we, like, yo, me and Big. No, I think Big won. You know what I mean? Like, no, I never was watching Bernard Hopkins fight. We was like, yeah, we whooped his ass. No, B-Hop whooped his ass. That's Philly. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it ain't a we.
We
did nothing. We didn't do anything.
We didn't do it.
So these dudes, new dudes is weird. POV, I got Malice. Yo, that beat switch. This is one of my top 5 bars that we're gonna get to. Came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. Yo, I bro. And then it took me a couple of times to catch this. I mix it like Mahomes and I tell him go deep. Like, yo, Mahomes, half black, half white, go deep. I was like, yo, yeah. Malice on this joint. And then that beat switch was just chef's kiss. It was just perfect. JR, who you got on this joint?
It was hard for me because I'm in the Tyler's verse so bad. Like, I know we got to pick between, you know, Push or Malice, but they both killed it. But Tyler came in with like, y'all gonna know I'm here. Like, for real. Like, for him to say I need God to play the lead in my biopic, like what? Like it's just like crazy. But if I did have to pick, I would pick Push on this if I had to. If I had to pick, but they neck and neck. But I'm so into Tyler's verse on this, it's nuts. That's why it's my favorite song on the album. Like hands down. Like yeah.
Right. E, what about you?
I got Push. I think everyone needs to not lose sight of the fact that Pusha T is really one of them ones.
Oh yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
So the interesting thing about this record, right, is we're on the third record, and Pusha has had the first verse on all 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I pay attention to shit like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He really sets the tone, bro. He's really one of them ones. You know, he's doing this for a reason. You know, it was funny because I follow Gangstar account on Instagram, and I didn't hear it at all. But Pusha says that he was channeling Guru on this. He tried doing like a monotone delivery, but I noticed, like, you know, when I heard it, I was like, yo, he kind of like switched it up. It's really what was it that I was thinking, like almost timid, like a timid delivery, right?
Right.
And I liked it, but what made me like it even more is that Tyler did the regular Pusha T delivery.
Right.
So
right.
It's still it don't, you won't even catch Tyler's jacking his shit because he came with some whole other shit. You know,
right.
He said he's trying to do Guru. I didn't hear that. But when he, like right off top, 60-day stars and 28,000 is like, yo, he's stunting on you. Like that's how you sun somebody right there. You know, you really sunning somebody right there.
A whole lot of shopping is.
Yeah, man. And I like how he says sand color Rolls Royce, like the Saudis.
Yeah.
Oh, he
only
this album
the only Audi here is driven by my owl pair. I said this nigga is crazy. And another thing, just people paying attention, they use so many different flows on this album too. You know what I mean? It's a constant change. It's not like you're getting the same flow every song, which is not the norm nowadays. Veg, who you got on POV?
Hold on. How about Shotgun with your ex? Feel like Malcolm's near. Word?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Veg, what you got on this?
I'm gonna go with Pusha T. I like them Malice bars. I mean, honestly, I would pick Tyler because it was a standout verse. But everything y'all said about, you know, what Pusha T was saying, like that opening couple of bars though. All I see is 60-day stars and 28,000 is. Not enough shopping, whole lot of browsing is. My reinvention. I know you think how it's fair. You stream kings, but you never fit a crowd in there. I was like, yo, this nigga talking. Like, there's a lot of niggas feeling that as he say that shit, you know? So, yeah, I will go with Pusha T on that, though, POV.
All right, no doubt. Rel, who you got?
Yo, I got Malice on this one, man. That beat switch. And then he had a run on here where he was like, just to think I built my rap career off of OZ, and I'm watching new niggas rap to just the OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I really do be he. I can open up my closet with a skeleton key. If I lie to myself, I can sell it to me. I done sung along with rappers that I never believed. Yo.
Fire.
Yo.
Like I said, no wash, man. No wash.
No wash. No wash.
I sung along with rappers that I didn't believe, man.
Yo,
like,
can I touch on something Vegas said real quick?
Yeah.
Vegas pointed out the bar about when he said you stream kings, but you can never fit a crowd in there. Did you see a fucking tweet that I put up the other day go fucking viral? Did anyone see that? Dog, I tweeted some shit about how Wu-Tang and Nas is 50 years old.
Yes, I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it.
These kids are canceling shows because they can't sell tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yo, hold up, real quick, and that's pretty much what Pusha's talking about in that bar. And this shit went so crazy. Look, this shit, 31,500 likes and 4,600 retweets.
Damn.
Obnoxious. I started a whole generational war, bro. My whole Sunday, it was. I woke up. I tweeted it Saturday night, and I went to sleep. I woke up Sunday like boom. I want to say fuck you to the whole internet because I posted countless albums and videos, and y'all never cared, and y'all care about this bullshit.
Right.
Anyway, let's proceed. My bad.
That's how it is, bro. All right, next up we got So Be It. I got Push on this joint. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. That right there, that line just got me. But then the way he sets it off, CLIP, SEFP, 8-LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me. Which took me back to Mobb Deep, Street Life, when P starts off with MOBB, D, ACD, burn something, let's get lifty. Queens, if you with me, kid try to turn around, stick me. I backed him down with the 50. It had to been a thug in me. Tunnel banger, come and get me. 500 bitches free.
Chill.
You know what I mean?
Chill.
So when I heard that CLIP, yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, when I heard that CLIP, SEFP, I was like, oh, he doing P. Like, bro, like, and like you said, Veg, just the way that he's setting these songs off. Like, again, that lost art of knowing how to set off a song, bro. And most people out there don't know about that MOB, that Mobb Deep Street Life joint. I think it was off the
America's Dying Slowly.
America's Dying Slowly joint. Yep. Yo, if you don't know it, listen to that Mob banger. But when Push did that, I said, oh yeah, this is his joint. JR, who you got on So Be It?
Oh, I got Push. I just like the line when he's like, then I'm turning your bitch like she's in spaghetti heavy. Like, I was like, what? Like, I could grind that when I heard it.
I'm not in the telly cooking the Yeti.
Yes.
This is another way that you talking about selling coke 25 years later.
Right.
So I'm not in the telly cooking the Yeti. Come on, man. Kicking the abominable snowman. It's a whole nother level of thinking. Like these niggas really need to teach a master class on how to write. You know what I mean? For real. Easy. Who you got on So Be It?
Stop playing with my man Push, man. I see, yo, it's funny because I got to this album later than most people because I know a lot of people listening to it at midnight, but I'm an old man, so I'm usually knocked out at that time. And I didn't want to do, I didn't want to play myself and listen to it on the headphones while I was working because I wanted to give it a clear listen. So I said, I'm going to play this when I get out of work in the whip and, really, really do it the right way. But I had seen a lot of tweets about how Malice was cooking Pusha. And it's just, people just don't like when you're too popular, bro. That's the only explanation.
Because Mal is great, but he's not cooking.
He's great. He's always been great.
He's not cooking. Yeah, he always has. But he's
Pusha T is who he is for a reason.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I got Pusha here again. What I did like about Malice's verse a little more than Pusha's was not necessarily so much more, but it brought a little balance. Was he's a little more aggressive with his delivery. Malice, kind of like a little more, aggressive with his delivery. P was more laid back. But when he says his shit about you want them blue like Belly, the intro to Belly, the blue background.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that was fire. That was the bar that stood out to me on that. But I just really like how Malice was kind of like on some like Pusha was being real fly and like doing the single shit. And Malice was kind of like, nah, I want smoke. Like his delivery was more like I want smoke. And I appreciated that.
All right. Vay, who you got?
I got Malice, man. The flow got me. Like, don't get me wrong, Pusha T shit was crazy, but when Malice came in and he was like, you ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't Malice, ain't quiet, ain't right, it ain't Paris, blow money, you owe money, we ain't balanced, you ain't believe, God did, you ain't valid, all black, back to back, this ain't traffic, can't wrap your head around that, you ain't arid. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's not slowing down. This shit crazy. This shit crazy.
Yeah.
But that was the main thing. It was just how how he switched the flow, compared to the other tracks, especially over that beat,
Yeah,
just got me. So
yeah. And what about you, Ralph?
This one is even for me. This is perfect symmetry on a song, bro. Like both of them killed it. Both of them got quotables. The beat and it's so Mobb Deepish, so you know that I love it. If it's anything that resembles Mobb Deep, but when I heard Push talk about it, he said like, yo, how he felt about Prodigy or whatever. And then if you listen to the album early, like at midnight, the beat on So Be It was different than what the one that was released. And the beat that the second beat sounds like God Part 3. I don't know, from Hell on Earth.
it did.
Right.
Yo.
It sounds very similar. You know what I'm saying? So, but I say all that to say, like, this song is perfect, and it's even for me. Like, it's even because I could, like, both flows, both have quotables. Like, I couldn't pick one on this one. I'm gonna go with this one's even.
All right, we got Ace Trumpets. Up until yesterday, I had Malice. Never Turn the Other Cheek, You'll Die at the Oscars. Dress the House of Gucci, Made from Sun, Lady Gaga. But I was watching Genius, and I did not catch this. When Pusha said, sold ecstasy and disappeared, I am Houdini.
Come on, baby.
I did not
Listen.
ecstasy to Houdini. It was just Houdini the magician. I was not thinking ecstasy, Houdini the group. So I had to scratch that out and so I got Ace Trumpets going to Pusha. And this is just the hip hop that I think we all love. I love hip hop where I don't catch it the first time. I mean, I catch it the first 5 times, and then you come back and catch it. And there's so much of this in this album. There is one bar I can't wait to get to because I want to know if y'all caught it. Push broke it down on Genius and he didn't even mention it. I know he knows it, so I'm thinking why maybe he didn't mention it, but it's fucking crazy. So I got Pusha for Ace Trumpets. JR, who you got?
I got Pusha too, and that line I didn't realize till like after like maybe the 7th, 8th time when I was like, whoa.
And truth be told, I probably wouldn't have got it for a minute if I didn't see him explain it on Genius, because my brain wasn't just even. I just heard ecstasy, drugs, you disappeared, your Houdini got you. Like I wasn't even thinking ecstasy, Jalil, Grandmaster D, Houdini.
Yeah.
So
I was like, whoa, but yeah, I got Pusha, and I just like when he said, "You rappers all beneath me, but I'm beloved like the Bee Gees."
Like the Bee Gees.
Right?
International flights connect me to the Wi-Fi. The only way you can reach me. Yo, talking big talk.
Spitting, yo, like what? And I was. Again, like I said in the beginning, I'm more of a Malice fan when it comes to the Clipse. But I was like, this time I was like, Pusha was like, nah, nigga, you gonna know who I am. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Pusha got this one for me.
Easy, who you got?
I call this one a tie. For the simple fact that, they're in sync, man. And this is literally the same shit. It's EE and AA. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I saw the Genius clip too about the Houdini joint, and obviously I caught that. I'm a rapping ass motherfucker, so I caught it off rip. But what I really liked was the setup. White glove service with the brick. I am Luigi.
Yeah,
that's my shit right there.
Yeah.
That's the one that really caught me right there. Why you're wearing PP around your neck? That's weird, but I got past it. I got past that pretty fast. But yeah, it's just too similar, man. They just too in sync for me to really pick a clear win on that. And when you come and think of it, there's not many clear ones on here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, Veg, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Malice, man. And it could be a tie. Like I'm not arguing one way or another because both was crazy. Both had bars. But one that definitely stood out for me when the nigga said drugs killed my teen spirit. Welcome to Nirvana. I was like, he back. He definitely back because my God, like you think about his journey, right? And why he left the rap game. And if you saw his documentary and all of that, And him on this album constantly tapping in to that duality and that struggle and saying drugs kill my teen spirit. Welcome to Nirvana is just so many. It's so layered in one line. So many things you could think about for the casuals watching. You know, Nirvana, the group, had a popular song called Teen Spirit, but you know, it's also teen spirit and selling drugs. So his spirit was broken, right? But also the lead singer,
break it down for
the lead singer of Nirvana blew his fucking head off. Also killed. Come on, man, that's all in one line. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds real easy, but easy, no? Like shit. Sometimes shit sound easy, but you got to think about it when you're putting that shit together. So. Just a dope ass song.
It only sound easy when you don't think it the whole way through. When you don't catch the second meaning or the third meaning, it sound easy.
Right.
Well, who you got?
It's very close. I got pushed on this one barely. But like Easy was saying, the flows was similar, just the different sound that they use for each syllable. But Push had some standouts for me, man, when he was like, it's too much wear and tear on your bitch, she couldn't please me. Like, that's a crazy thing to tell somebody, yo. Like yeah, she too many niggas.
No, when you think about wear and tear, you think of your car.
Yes.
That's what you think of.
Right. I think of my body. I'm 40.
Right. Too much wear and tear, man.
I got Push.
Oh wait, let me just say this one line because my brother didn't really get it. When Malice said dressed in the house of Gucci made from selling Lady Gaga, he was like, well, what did he mean? Nigga, cocaine, white girl, nigga.
Right. Again, Lady Gaga. This is something, again, just another way to talk about cocaine without calling it cocaine. I saw Bleak, I think this was on Drink Champs. He was like, y'all be giving Pusha T a pass because he be rapping about the same shit for 20 years. No, nigga, he just raps about it in a different way for 20 fucking years. And that's what the rest of you fuckers can't do.
He showed him love, though. He did show him love.
I mean, he showed him love, but at the end of the day, it's like, no, we're not giving this nigga a pass. But like I said, shout out to my man Mills. And this was when the Casket Drop mixtape was out. Because I didn't like that album, but the mixtape is crazy. And there's so many quotables on there. When he said some shit about McCain, I'm the hood's Obama shoveling McCain. Like, Kane... It's just too many ways, and they're still doing it. Selling Yeti, Lady Gaga, again, it's next level rap.
And he said House of Gucci, she played in that movie House of Gucci.
House of Gucci, yeah.
All things considered, I got Malice. Took fatherless women and showed them living. Left mama with children, takes a village.
The village.
Yo, come on, man. Stop this, man. Like, yo.
Don't forget that setup.
No. Right. Go ahead, man.
I'll have the Blizzard in a Honda Civic.
That's my shit.
Yo, made my exit just to make my entrance. Revolving door, maybe I can make a difference. Like, I just love Mal on that. JR, who you got on All Things Considered?
I got Malice too, and I think it was like I done parked the Blizzard in Honda Civic, but that's the line. And then when he said my homies didn't die. Was all in prison, visits behind the glass, my mirror image.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude is just spazzing, like, for real. Like, this was actually the first song that I actually played again and again through my first listen. So, yeah.
Easy, who you got?
I got another tie, bro. Where Ace Trumpets was EE and II, they both did It. It's the whole song. They did the same shit, the whole verse, both of them. It's tough to call. I really love what Malice did. Everything y'all mentioned, I really especially like that It Takes a Village joint. But I love how Pusha made his brother a punchline.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so malicious.
Like,
yeah,
that was crazy to me, you know. But yeah, that's another close one. I don't really believe that this is one where I could like clearly and confidently say one was superior to the other. So I had to call this one a tie too.
All right, Veg, who you got?
Yeah, I think I got a tie because even though that Malice, those bars was crazy. Yeah, what Pusha was saying, you know, saying about pre-ordering strollers and shit. Like he was just saying so much shit that was crazy that yeah, I can't really choose, to be honest. I like both so much. So
All right, Rel, who you got?
This is a tie for me.
Yo, y'all some tying niggas, man.
Yeah, because
God
the flows was like so similar in this one, and I couldn't really pick out. Both had quotables. Yeah, this one's even for me. This one's even.
All right, Mike Tyson blow to the face. I got Pusha.
Yeah.
That first line, what's the Testarossa if you don't test them? White slave owners, white slave master souls in my safe. Talking about presidents. White slave master souls in my safe. White python Manola is the taste. You want a Mike Tyson blow to the face? Yeah, I'm just like, again, how the way that you could even think an easy, vague, Grail, y'all are MCs to go that for money. You know, they're so the bag, the this, but to say white slave master souls in my safe on how presidents own slaves. Like, again, it's just next level shit. JR, who you got on Mike Tyson?
This my favorite song. I'm like everybody else. I can't pick, but if I have to, I'm gonna go with Malice because he has a quotable in here. But I know we're gonna get the quotables, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can say it if you want.
Oh, well, mine is all you keyboard killers in your feelings mad because you ain't trending. Like, what? Like, again, like connecting to this
How fitting.
Yes, like right now it's so current, it's so real. Like, it's the truth. You know what I mean? So, again, both of them came hard, but again, you're making us pick. So I'm gonna go with Malice. I'm gonna go with Malice on this one.
All right, E, who you got?
I just want to point out for anything that is song, we're on track number 7 and Pusha T starting every song still.
Right.
I got Malice though on this one. This is another very close one. I got Malice only because he said, "My old plug asked my new plug to reunite us." That's what that did it for me, bro. That's it. I was like, man, that's like, cause it's funny because I'm listening to this shit, the 3rd and 4th and 5th time for the show, and I'm like, okay, who's edging who in this? It takes several listens.
Yeah.
Pick. And then when
you said, sometimes it's just one bar. It may just be one bar.
This is one of my favorite joints, mind you, too. And once I heard that, I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. It was probably like the 4th or 5th time I listened to the song, I couldn't decide. I was about to hit you with another tie, and then that bar kicked in like the 5th time. I was like, nah, that's it right there. I'm gonna go with Malice on this one.
All right, Vay, who you got?
I was Pusha T on the first couple of listens because I just like the way he set it off, but then I started paying more attention to what Malice was saying, and these couple of lines got me. These couple of bars: "You niggas is screenwriters, we dream writers. Took change and touch change like King Midas. Imitation is flattery. They seem like us, but only 300 bricks can make you Leonidas." I was like, "Whoo!" Like, my God, what is happening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas. Man, the details. That's what I love about it.
When was the last Clipse album? When was its casket dropped?
Like 15 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Man. All right, bro. Who you got for this joint?
Push, man. No confessions, questions, we contestants, fireworks, send a message, iridescent, slow them down like Robitussin. If you rushing at your door, we undress them, we gonna bless them. Tried to bring them, should have left them. Learn my lesson. Poker fakers keep them guessing. No expression. Ice dressing on my chest and I'm like, what the? Before the beat even came in.
Yeah.
Test the roast if you don't test them, and then the beat. I was like. And trust me, Malice killed too, but that just stood out to me. And the Bezos of the nasal, like what?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on,
bro.
Man.
Here's the funny thing about that joint. Somebody was talking about how he was shutting Cooper Flag down for Summer League. And I'm on there talking about like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, y'all don't even let niggas hoop no more or whatever like that. They was like, nah, you don't want them to get hurt. And I'm like, nigga, like Push said, what's the testosterone if you can't test it? Like, what the fuck? How you draft this nigga number one? You don't even want him to play? You that scared he gonna get hurt? So I'm already using quotables from an album that just dropped like the same day that it just dropped. Like I would a J bar or a Big bar, a Nas bar. It's been around for 20, 30 years, which is crazy. All right. Is this joint Ibra? That's how you say it?
Yeah, but I mean Malice don't even got a verse, so we can skip this one.
No, Malice, they going back and forth on it.
That's what I thought. I mean, that's why I ain't picking.
Push got his own verse though, man. That's a clear win.
But for me, I was like Malice because what I love, we said how we fit 30 studs in the collar, open the sunroof, wave to my father. And to me, it could have went either way. It could have been father, like his dad is in heaven. Could have been God, my father. I'm waving at God. True. So that's the bar that got that for me. But I hear you, E, because it was a back and forth. JR, did you pick somebody for this joint?
I didn't. This one I didn't.
Right.
I didn't pick.
All right.
I chose Vague, Push.
You chose Push. Vague, what about you?
Malice. For the same bars you said kind of caught my attention.
All right. And Rel, what about you?
I had Push on this.
All right. FICO, I got Malice. When it comes down to it, every stringer bell just needs an Avon who won't sweep it under the rug. My story gonna hit first 48, then it's on Dateline because this really shit I done. That was it for me. JR, what about you?
Same line. Mine is Malice. That was my same line. I was like, what the hell? Like I rewind and people know, but I rewinded back. Was like, what did he just say? So that line caught me. So it's Malice.
What you got, E?
I like Push on this one, but they did the same shit, man. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, you know, I was glad Stove God didn't do a verse because how they were so
in sync
with it, and it's a slight edge to Push. I just like he's setting off every song, bro. Like it's just crazy. He's just really setting the tone on this, and I'm just still mad about how everyone's like talking about Malice cooked them. That's weird. That's weird to me. I mean, you like what you like, but you know,
I think niggas on the internet gotta
Nah, I know.
Multiply that shit. You gotta make it touch on it. Yeah.
Hold up. I like how you saying if you reading up with us, your credit score got to be like FICO. I like that. How they put the because this credit in the street, but right. The FICO. I like that. I thought that was fly.
All right, Vay, who you got on FICO?
On FICO, I got Malice, man. When I heard go get a Glock, 27 fits snug in the waistline, both sticks came with a drum. I was 5'6", shoulder with a chip. Wish a nigga to take mine. That fucking both sticks came with a drum was like, well, wait a minute, what he say? Like, I had to go back. But I only picked Malice because I was getting ready to say both. So,
well, who you got, bro?
I got Malice barely, but that when it come down to it, every stringer bell just need an Avon who won't sweep it under the rug. That was crazy. But like Easy said, they did the similar internal and external rhyming on both verses. That's why it was so in sync. I didn't even really think about Stove God not having a verse and kind of maybe throwing that off. So that was a good pull. But yeah, so I'll go with Malice on that one.
What are you gonna say, Beck?
We gotta give Stove God props though. With a Fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed.
Yep. Inside out.
He snuck a bar in there.
He snuck one in there.
Yeah. You know what I like though? You know what I really like though? That Malice, what that Malice said, because this shit is real life. We talking about my hands 3 and 9 on the wheels. I'm crossing the state line. Like you driving like a goody two shoot. You got work in the car. I thought that was really fire too on Malice's part.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out to Stove God though, man. The Fresh Prince jacket, because he used to wear his jacket. He used to wear his jacket inside out on the
when he first got there.
We need some new Stove God, man. It's time, man.
Yeah. And Glorious Bastards, I got Push. spread distribution wide open. All the smokers calling him Moses. Hair on browner than baby roaches. That's your bitch bent over like scoliosis. He just said the hairline is browner than baby roaches. Push. JR, who you got?
I got Push. On this one. I think when he was like wide body BIG like Notorious. Ooh. Tell me is he trafficking or tricking? Somebody got to show me the difference. Like, yeah, Push.
E, who you got?
I got Push. I like the shit he said about the Colombian stallions in the stable, natural titties and no navel. I like that shit, man.
That was hard.
I like that shit, man. It's a lot of fly shit going on both sides, man. It's like it's almost you feel bad picking one because we live in a time where if you pick one, it's like you saying the other was bad, and that's not the case at all here. This is all 1A, 1B.
Nah, to me, this joint is like the Road Warriors. Back in the day, we all watched wrestling. It was Animal and Hawk. You know what I mean? Animal was my nigga. You know what I mean? Some niggas liked Hawk. Neither one of them was that. They right there with each other. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at the Clipse. They like the Road Warriors of hip hop to me, with that type shit. Vay, who you got for this joint?
My fault. I did like when Malice said when he was talking about how he was getting rich under their noses, and today they celebrate and you go post it, something like that. Yeah. Something for them lines. I like that shit. I just really like the bars. They don't always got to be flashy and fancy or crazy metaphors. But when it's real shit, it always hits with me.
Right. Vay, who you got for this?
I got Pusha T, man. You know what's crazy? Like I didn't catch the line you said about the heron brown like baby roaches, bending bitches over like scoliosis. I was in the car with my wife, probably on my fourth listen, and when he said bending bitches over like scoliosis, we both was like, my wife had scoliosis.
Oh damn.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a little loud on that line. Just let you know.
You a foul nigga, bro.
Yeah, right?
Right.
It's foul.
All right, and bro, who you got?
I got Push. What stood out was when he was like watching Tiafo at the Open. That's the only back and forth that I'm posting. We really netted what we grossing. By the way, I'm writing this on the ocean. And like Tiafo's the tennis player. And Push was like, my homeboy went to US Open. Push was there, to support him. Cause I think the dude is from like Maryland somewhere. Yeah. So that stood out to me. Again, both dope verses, but I went with Push on this one.
So far ahead. I hated this Pharrell chorus when I first heard it. Now I love it. Sing it in a falsetto all day long, man. You can't see it from where I'm sitting, but that Ferrari leather with the stitching, with the matching stitching, man, so far ahead, you niggas is behind. I'm going with Malice. I done been both Mason Bethels. How you pass the whip of Rolls Royce? That was me pre 9/11. You know what I mean? And I think, for me with Malice, and we'll talk about it later. So I got Malice for that. JR, who you got for that?
I got Push.
Okay.
It's a couple. He did too. He was like, if I was Brittany Griner, I'm gonna need Obama. Only one to swipe is the Chapo.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when he did the furthest from the streets, Monica Denise, good bitches fuck with Rocco. I was like, oh shit, because that's her baby father. So I was like, oh, her name is Monica Denise. Got it. Like,
bro,
okay.
That's the one that I was wondering if niggas caught.
Oh yeah, I caught it.
Oh, for sure.
The rest of y'all caught that too?
I caught that. I knew Rocco was it. Listen, I fuck with Rocco, man. I liked a lot of his songs, bro.
The reason why that tripped me, because I heard it, I was like, Monica Denise. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, Denise Huxtable, did Denise fuck with somebody? I was like, you know what? Let me look up but Push did a genius on that. And he did not mention that.
Oh, word?
Oh,
he did a genius breaking down that bar, and he did not mention it. So I was like, yo, let me just Google Monica and see what her middle name is. And it was like Monica Denise. And I was like, yo, but he doesn't say that at all. So I'm like, well, maybe Monica may have felt some kind of way, like whatever. But I don't know why he wouldn't have said that, because that's a deep line that the average nigga is not going to catch. You know what I mean? So that's the one I was wondering, but
the R&B heads gonna catch that. Like
Right.
again. So
Right.
yeah.
all right, bet. E, who you out on this joint?
Pusha T, man.
Mm.
Pusha T. Yo, you was talking about how many different ways you could talk about cocaine. I can whip a Christmas Eve with some work in a hot stove.
A fucking
Come on,
Christmas
dog.
Eve.
Come on, dog. A whole Christmas Eve with some work in a hot stove.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's it. Sorry, I really like what Malice said about I was both Mason Bethers. I was clever too, but that Christmas Eve shit, the Monica Ball was fire, but the Christmas Eve one, that's it, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Vay, who you got on this?
Pusha T, man, I was the same way, man. As soon as you say some new coke shit, fucking blinders on. But yeah, Malice joint was crazy because that Nathan Betha shit, I was like, okay, you know, because some of these internet niggas, they just know Bad Boy, they don't know Murder Mace. Like it all matters, and their storylines are insane, right? Like same shit. So, but yeah, I had Pusha.
And bro, who you got?
I had Pusha, man. Understand the art of war. All my niggas draw, so y'all Picasso. Me just being me, respect the PMD.
I probably
never get that Roscoe. Yeah. That hit home right there. That hit home. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this album's crazy. I'm gonna go with Push. I'm gonna go Push on this one.
Let guys sort them out. I got Pusha, surrounded by niggas with tears that don't drip. The pen to express my dreams and expertise, and text I squeeze coke spirit all over like leprosy. Looks so good on you, that coffin wood on you, man. And it's the funny thing is it's about it's really about, to me, like the inflections and the way they say things. Like Push is just so animated.
That
like
matters, bro.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, it looked good on you, the coffin wood on you. It's like, yo, it looked good on you, the coffin wood on you. Like it's so much oomph in this verses and the bars. We gonna talk about the tiny desk, but you see it. You know what I mean? Like when he's, like you said, bro, when he's rhyming to that camera, there's something in his eyes that's just like
the character.
Yeah. Like it's just more than just bars.
There's a reason he was always a standout, and
Right.
and motherfuckers are acting like they forgot now.
Right.
Yeah. But the way he just went into that dependent expertise, that whole flow change in the middle of it, because that's not how he starts the song off.
Right.
You know what I mean? It goes totally somewhere else. JR, what you got for that joint?
I got Push. On this, like this flow of this. Even though Malice, at first, when I heard this, I was like, yo, I'm feeling Malice on this. Because like I said, I'm more of a Malice fan when it comes to them two. But the way he puts it, like you said, it looks good on you. Like it's just
That
he
coffin
added
wood
that
on you.
character. Yes, like the coffin wood on you. Like I was like, okay, yeah, Push, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Push on this one.
Hey, who you got?
Baseball and DR, you know what the stick will do. Come on, baby. You know Dominicans is out there smacking home runs with rocks with sticks and shit. You know what I mean? Come on, baby.
No. Vay, who you got?
I got Pusha T on this joint for a lot of the same reasons, everything y'all said. I mean, his verse is just resonating. But again, you know, it's always kind of close between the two. But this one, Pusha T definitely got it by a long shot.
Rel, what about you?
I got Push, man. And I do like the part. He was like, that ain't the ghost you would pay to go get. Finally got courage, but you still a whole bitch. The rest of y'all on my 6-year-old shit. Yo, man. 6 years ago shit. Yeah, that shit was great. I like how he said you still a whole bitch. He said that shit was so much like
Right.
big
Like
shit,
he meant that.
I'm a whole bit like like he said
He
that
meant
shit.
that.
Shit.
He meant that. All right, by the grace of God, I got Pusha. When that nigga says salt bay it, sprinkle it to saute it. If you don't trust me, then we all weigh it. Nigga, if you don't trust me, then we all weigh it. Fuck it. You don't trust me, let's just weigh it then. That's cool. So yeah. JR, who you got?
Yeah, that's my line. Next.
All right, Push. All right,
Next.
Easy, who you got?
Hey, Malice finally started a song.
Right. Right. The last
one?
Just an observation, man. I'm a nerd like that. But I like the you ain't shooting shit. Them guns is archaic. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like I'm a very, very big Pusha T fan. I think everybody here is.
Oh hell yeah! Push.
I just don't like
top five walking the planet Earth to me.
I just don't like when our greats, you know, they get too popular and then people start turning their backs on them and they want to say it just start. I'm not saying they're doing that right now, but it just starts like, oh, Malice is watching Pusha. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, kiss the ring, dog. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of them ones.
Yeah. Hey, what about you?
Both, man. I feel like this was the bookend track to the first song. Felt like this was the closeout, same kind of vibe, reflections on their life. I think that's why the first song was what it was, because this song was going to end it. And they both said some really dope stuff. Of course, like Malice, again, considering what he went through, his lyrics in this type of record hit a little different. But also hearing Pusha T rap about, you know, himself in that same way, which we're not used to all the time, at least, made it special also. So yeah, I think both.
Bro, what about you?
I might have Malice on this one. I love this verse on this one, and it was close though, man. But he said some things. The burning buildings I kept running in, the law every time I flew 100 in. Co-defendant cave in, lawyers couldn't save him. All for the love of 580s and a mixed bitch having your baby. I done died straight so crazy, man. I think about this shit daily. Like, yo, man.
Yo, the mixed bitch having your baby though, man.
Yeah.
Yo, these dudes is on some next shit. And again, I hated the chorus at first. 5 days later, man, I've seen killers and kingpins sing behind the wall. Yo, I'm out here singing Pharrell's choruses, man. So definitely dope song. For me, I am ending with Pusha at 7 and Malice at 6. So I got Pusha ahead by a song. JR, what's your tally up?
I got Malice at 8 and Pusha at 6.
Okay. E, what you got?
I hold on.
Yeah, I had to just count mine too.
No, it was Pusha. I know Pusha had the edge for sure.
All right.
The child, yeah.
All right, Pusha had the edge. Vague. Who? What's your count?
I had a couple ties in there.
I think mine was tied between the boths and what I had for Pusha and Malice is tied.
All right. Well, what about you?
Hold on. I got 8 for. Hold on, 8. I got 9 for Pusha, and I think 7 for Malice. But I have a couple ties, so that's why it's like the numbers.
Right. The math ain't. I'm like that math ain't math for me.
Yeah, I got like 3 ties, so it's like
okay.
On it all.
All right, no doubt. Let's talk about this. We did a lot of the quotables, so just real quick, what's some of your favorite quotables? I mean, mine is definitely the Malice. Came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. Push the CLIP, SEFP, 8-ball LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me. Man, I got that Monica Denise, good bitches fuck with Rocco's. I mean, that was crazy. So that's like, and I mean, we kind of talked about them. JR, any verses that really stand out or quotes that you want to
we've
highlight?
Done that a couple, but I'm gonna say used to call me Windex because this thing I sprayed gonna make you change minds. That was crazy. All of the ones I kind of told when I was saying who won and all that. So that was kind of the only line that I didn't say. So yeah.
All right, easy. Any big ones that stand out for you?
I'd have to say the biggest standout for me would be Ace Trumpets, because it was a back-to-back. The white glove service with the brick, I Am Luigi, and then the Houdini joint back-to-back, probably the heaviest one.
Yeah.
This is a 2-for-1. You know what I mean?
Right. Vague, anything else stand out that you didn't name or that you want to shout back out?
Yeah, most of them I named, but I did have one that wasn't either. It's Tyler. I got homes I don't sleep in. The options, my nigga Push keep dirty white moving like mosh pits. I was like, oh shit, like damn, just disrespectful, like disrespected the whites, like
My bad, Kill. My joint was actually 7-6.
All right, 7-6.
Malice had 7 and Push had 6.
Oh, Push had 6. All right, all right. Ro, anything else that stand out for you?
Nah, I think I said all my quotables when I was going through the verses. But again, shout out to Stove God for that hook.
Yeah. Now let's do this because, like I said earlier, nobody is really talking about these beats. I think Pharrell and E, you kind of touched on it. Like Malice said, you know what I mean? Ain't no Neptune, so peace Saturn. You know what I mean? Like this to me is like, and this is why I love. One of the things with me, like the reason I was so hyped for this album was because I felt like it wasn't just a Clipse album; it was a Clipse with Pharrell album. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm one of the people who's like, "Yo, is it a Wu-Tang album if Riz ain't producing it? You know, is it a Cypress Hill album if Muggs ain't producing it? Like, so to me, I wouldn't have been hyped for this album if it was like Nas, Jake One, Alchemist. Nah, what made this so special to me was that because I almost feel like. When you're in a group like that, I feel like Pharrell's almost part of the group. Like for a long time, it was like Prince Paul was like part of De La Soul. Like it's like he was their fourth member. So these beats to me are just crazy. I mean, normally Pharrell don't even really get down with sampling like that, but that's So Be It. And like the way he chopped that with the strings and everything, and then the Mike Tyson blow to the face and the POV, like there's joints on here that sound Pharrell, and then there's joints on here that don't sound Pharrell at all. You know what I mean? So, JR, what do you think about the beats on this album?
Oh, crazy. Like that. Like I was actually listening to it in my headphones at first, and then it was like these songs just kept coming back to back, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta blast this on the speakers." Like this is crazy. Like these joints is knocking, and like you said, it was like it's just Pharrell. You know what I mean? Because before then, it was both of them. It was the Neptune. So,
well,
like,
I think Pusha said that Pharrell did Hell Half, like that. This was all Pharrell. Really? That's what Pusha said.
Oh, okay. Well then, because that shit is hard. So, I mean, Pharrell did his thing on this. I think everybody has something to prove, and they all came and proved it. So. Pharrell did a damn thing on this.
I mean, the beat switches on Let God Sort Them Out and Chandeliers. Like, that beat that Nas was on, that don't sound like no regular Pharrell beat. You know what I mean? Even the beat switch with POV. So again, I think it's crazy. Easy, what you thinking about these beats, bro? I know you fuck with them because you brought up Pharrell in the first place. So
the beats are smashing, but I really want to tip my hat to Pharrell on the overall production, not only the beats. The clips are their best when they're with Pharrell. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear them in the same pockets and they complimenting each other with the flows and cadences. Like I said, I'm not in the studio, but I'm almost certain that's Pharrell. If you go back to It's Almost Dry, the records, the Kanye joints, he's mainly just rapping. He's just rhyming. Right. On the Pharrell joints, he's really tapping into different characters and all that. So I'm also certain that's Pharrell. I'm also, as far as just the beats, not the overall production, but the beats alone, I wouldn't be surprised if, time passes and we start hearing he got a lot of help from here and there, like on some Timberland shit. You know how that shit started happening later? There was dudes helping out. So whatever, the beats are smashing. That doesn't really change that. But the one thing that I want to get to the bottom of, on FICO, did Pharrell sample his own voice?
I think so. Or he's doing that on the mic. He's done that. Yeah, or he's doing it on the mic. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, it's going throughout, so it's a sample. Yeah. He's sampling it, Because I don't know if y'all heard dumbass. Obviously y'all heard it. Scarface the Fix. The one Neptune's record, that's Pharrell's voice that you hear throughout on the like being sampled throughout. The Faith Evans record, that's definitely Pharrell's voice. It wouldn't be the first time he did that, but that's the one thing that kind of was like, yo, we got to get to the bottom of that. That sound like his voice.
Yeah, nah. It
Overall,
definitely is.
production is just A1, man. He brought the best out of him, and I we got to give Pusha a lot of credit just because I feel like he kind of took the wheel. Like him starting every song, to me screams like I took the wheel and my brother just kind of fell into place on and everything. And that's not saying nothing from Malice. I'm not taking nothing from him. It just kind of like suggests that to me.
You bring up a good point with the It's Almost Dry, John, because I remember reading something where Push was talking about like Pharrell was like getting a character. I think it's on the joint. It's either Call My Bluff, and he was like Pharrell like had him watching the Joker movie, either the Joker movie or the Dark Knight movie with the Joker, and he was like I was like in a Joker persona writing that record. So like you said, it's like he gets into a character when he's writing, when he's working with Pharrell. So great point with that. Veg, what you think about these beats, man, and Pharrell?
Well, first shout out to Ak. We did a breakdown of the album, a review on the channel. We definitely talked about Pharrell's production, and what I kept coming away with was what I've always said about the Clipse and like my fandom with them. It's just I like Pharrell's brand of boom bap. Like for the Clipse, it's just something where they're so in sync with each other, where they all kind of try to reach a certain level of artistry with whatever they're presenting. And I think here it was like Pharrell's experience since the last time they've done a Clipse album, where Pusha T was versus where he is now. And I think Malice's journey informed his lyrics and made him comfortable talking about some of the same things again. But I loved everything about it because there was a lot of variety, nothing really sound the same. And once you get into that second half and you start getting them nostalgic Clue samples, Clue, like
that right there threw me. I was like, yo. And then I'm like, yo, did they sample Clue? Is that Clue really in the studio? But they said they sampled Clue and sent it to Clue, and Clue was like, nah, I don't like how y'all got it. Let me just come in and do it. You know what I mean? So
wow.
that
shit sound like they sampled it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But they said they let Clue hear it, and he was like, nah, let me come in and redo it. But just the fact, like, and I think Joe Budden said it like, yo, some Virginia niggas showing love to Clue. You know what I mean? You got New York niggas who don't even do that. You know what I mean? But Pusha was like, just the feeling of this album felt like that, like a Clue mixtape type shit, you know? So it just fit. Yeah.
It's like that second half, you got that, and you got the culturally inappropriate kind of like almost like a tag on a record.
Exactly.
Like from back in the day.
It's almost like the Maybach music. It's almost like the Maybach music thing.
So I just think overall it just sounds so good. That's why it's so easy to repeat the shit, because there's so much you can hear the quality and the attention to detail from everybody involved, and that's what makes it so great. And again, like Easy said, I just get the feeling, especially after interviews, Pharrell was like, nah, it gotta be this. We can't just go back. We gotta give
quarterback that shit. Yeah, quarterback that shit. What's up, E?
I want to say one more thing in regards to Pharrell, his involvement with the Clipse. Let's not forget again, we're coming off until the casket drops. Mm-hmm. The Neptunes did the bulk. They did do the bulk of the production, but I feel like, you know, where they got like outside producers as well, it wasn't really a clear direction, right? When you just go down the line, you know, Lord willing, and I know for all you dweebs out there, I know they had another album, but it never came out. Relax. So when you got the Lord Willing joint, the Lord Willing joint, you know what I'm saying? That Lord Willing joint is like you know, Jay-Z's Dynasty or Black Rob Life Stories, like, you know, dancing on the line of a classic. I don't think it quite was, but it's kind of like,
I give it a strong 4.5. I give it a strong 4.5.
So we're on the same page, right?
Yeah,
we're on the same page. And then Hell Hath No Fury, Undeniable. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, where they stray away from Pharrell and the Neptunes. You know, we won't erase chat. You know, it gets a little rocky, and they come back home and they knock it out the park again.
Right.
So this dude Pharrell really has his finger on the pulse of what the Clipse need to sound like and what they need to cook up.
Right.
The world.
Which is crazy because he ain't even a street boy like that. You know what I mean? So to be able to have yeah, but that's it. You know, and that's the thing, to be able to do that is amazing. Ralph, what about you and these beats?
Crazy. Like I agree with Vegas said. His version of boom bap just fits, man. It fits them perfectly, and like the sound of it was clean but not clean. I can't explain it. It was clear, but it was still grimy. I don't know. It just sounded good, man.
You know what's also crazy about this album? It's just mixed and mastered good. Like, the album bangs.
Yeah.
This sounds like an amazing. This sounds like an album. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, Conway had said something. Whatever was going to be his debut album on Shady, he was like, "Yo, this is my first record." And I was like, nigga, what the fuck about all these goats and all this shit out of Reject 2, all this shit I've done brought? These ain't albums. And it was like, but it made it feel like this is an album. Like when niggas were saying stuff like this could be album of the year, I'm like, nigga, maybe. And niggas like sending me all these other albums. I'm like, yo, these shit's like mixtapes to me almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a fucking album. It sounds like an album. It bangs in the whip. Right. These are fucking records. Right. You know what I mean? So again, I just definitely shout out to him on the beats. I definitely think, like you said earlier, Easy, Pharrell's already a legend. He's already, you know, there. But I just think this is amazing because, like you said, this is the same person who could make Happy. It's the same person who could go do something for Justin. But I just think he loves getting with the Clipse because he can do this hip hop shit. You know, sometimes in life you make music, not that it's bad, because the shit he makes is good, but I just make music to make this money. But then I get to come over here and do this shit that I also love too. You know what I mean? Now tell me this, y'all, real quick. Do you think, I was trying to imagine Jay on these beats. Do you think if Pharrell produced this album for Jay-Z, that it would be Jay doing Jay? Let's just assume Jay is still as nice as he is. Do you think this album would have been as dope? Or do you think, like you said, these are like really more handmade for the Clipse? And it's just something I thought about listening today. I mean, because I want to. What that? No. You got it.
I'm saying just starting from the beginning, it's tailor made. You know, Jay can't make that. You know what I'm saying? Like the first song, it's like, you know, like in general, if you just put Jay on these beats, he'd skate on them and it'll sound good. But I just feel like, you know, this shit was really tailor made for these cats. And you know, the like another thing too, like you mentioned about the mixing and all that is really good. And another nerd thing that I caught on to was, yo, they're not stacking mad vocals, right? Like you're getting their voices. Even a lot of the hooks are one take. It's just one take. You know, most of us, we stack our hooks, right? But that's common, right? You're getting their voices. It's very natural. It sounds like hip hop.
Yeah. And one thing I do have to say, Vague, you probably remember because this is live from the Writers Bench. I was mad at Watch the Throne because I was like, how the fuck these niggas gonna make a fucking album in a castle with fucking Russell Crowe in the studio? You know what I mean? It's some bullshit. Yo, they made this shit in the Louis Vuitton headquarters. Like, I was wrong. It don't matter where you make it at. You just gotta be focused to make some good fucking music. That's all you gotta do. So you can't make an album in Scotland in a castle with Russell Crowe if you're fucking focused on making music. You know what I mean? Because the wild part, I really wish they did. I pray to God they did. I would love to see the making of this album. I would love to see that because the way Pusha is talking about, I mean, bro, you know, I stayed away from everything Clipse. I just started watching interviews that week leading up to the album. Like, and they're like, yo, no, we're like, there's no booth. Like, we're fucking just in a room. Like, and if you open the door, motherfuckers is over here making clothes and they could hear the album. So I just would love to see the behind the scenes making of this album. I'm talking with Pharrell with the beats, everything from jump to finish, just the making of this album. Because I mean, and the fact that we have cameras and all that, like y'all gotta have some behind the scene footage for this. Veg, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think the difference, and this is just going off of sound between Watch the Throne and Let God Sort Them Out, is Watch the Throne, knowing where it was recorded, sound like they had a vision of something bigger and they tried to tap into that, versus the Clipse sounding like their stories are more inspired by their surroundings, right? Like their stories are still their stories, but they're thinking about where they are versus where they were. And so they're kind of tapping into all those deep stories about them as individuals, as brothers, their adversaries. Like they're probably thinking about that. Like again, Jim Jones, you responded in front of garbage cans and closed bodegas, and niggas is making Gucci fucking belts in the other room in a whole other country. Like that probably just inspired them to be like, we're not the same. So I can see that being the case, but yeah.
All right.
It's crazy.
How many mics are we giving this album? Oh, you want to say something first, E?
Yeah, because you had brought up Watch the Throne, so I thought of Kanye, and then you brought up Jim Jones, Vague. So when you listen to Chains and Whips, that don't sound like he could have wrote that. Like that could have been a Kanye record. I just feel like the beat and Pusha verse, I can hear Kanye doing that. It really sounds like he could have written that for Kanye type shit, like the cadence and all that.
Yeah, and I mean, according to Push, he wrote a lot of that shit for you. You know what I mean?
But it's funny because I had to catch myself because I my initial thought was like, yo, this sounds Kanye inspired, and I said, hold on, bro, like it's kind of like reverse type shit. You know what I mean? Right.
Because I forgot who was interviewing him, but Push was like, it was good business for both of us. Like it just wasn't me using Kanye. Like Kanye put me on. Like nah, nigga, it was good business. Like don't ever think like I was just leaning on Kanye. Kanye was getting some shit too. Like it was definitely a business transaction.
The other thing I want to say was we got one time we definitely got to shout out the Rollout to this album one time. So
I was talking about the stuff.
The rollout was official. It felt really like an event.
Yes,
that's missing these days.
Yeah. I think it's funny because when they said it, yo, the album's coming July 11th. Yo, I was pissed. Like, nigga, that's almost a month away. Like, come the fuck on, just drop that shit tomorrow. Because I'm so used to just albums dropping. Like, it'll be like, yo, here's the single, album drops next week. But like you said, just the rollout. Like, the fact that, I mean, from all the interviews, from Jimmy Fallon to the ESPYs to the Tiny Desk the day it drops.
The day it drops.
And then Chains and Whips on the Monday after it drops. And I mean, I'm sure there's more shit coming. So, like you said, definitely an amazing rollout process. But again, I don't think people are making music. And again, this isn't to discredit a lot of albums that people were throwing at me. It was like, yo, what about Ransom and Dave East? And I was like, it was cool, but it was just niggas rapping. And there's nothing wrong with niggas rapping. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, this shit is some next level shit to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So off rip, this is getting 5 mics for me. I love it. I'm not tired of it. I don't see me being tired of it. JR, how many mics you giving this joint?
5. I'm giving it 5. I haven't stopped playing it since. I've been playing it every day, like playing it on the way to the work, playing it on the way home. Like I've just been playing it the whole time. So I'm in it. It's taking me back to when I was listening to Lord Willing for me. I still give that 5 for me. So I give
4.5. It's a half a mic ain't shit.
Right.
You know, I forgot somebody was saying somebody was arguing with me all day on Twitter about it being 5 mics. And then he was like, I give 4.5. I'm like, nigga, come on, really? For a half a mic, we going back and forth because niggas want to be like, this the other thing about 5 mics for me. Let me just say this. Because the dude was like, yo, so you trying to say this right there with Illmatic and Ready to Die? And I said, nigga, no. I'm like, yo, imagine Trey Young makes an all-star game. He's an all-star now. If him making an all-star game, is that saying he's as good as Jordan or as good as Kobe or as good as Magic? No, he's just an all-star. So to me, when I'm giving it 5 mics, I'm not saying this is as great as Illmatic. I'm saying I'm putting it in the same class. Now you have some people who started on the All-Star team. Some people came off the bench. Nobody's saying Trey Young is Michael Jordan, but it is for me a 5 mic album. E, what you giving this joint?
I'm on board with the 5.
All right.
I'm on board with the 5. There are instant classics. You know, when you consider the rollout and the fact that they delivered, I'm not mad at the 5.
Dog, I wish I had Daytona up here. That's downstairs. That was an instant classic. I heard that shit the night it dropped. I was like, oh, this 5 mics. We could just throw this away right now. This a 5 mic classic off rip. You know what I mean? So, and it's just, here we go.
Man, funny you mentioned that you was tight about having to wait a month for the album drop because they just announced Alfredo 2 today for next week.
Right. But see, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah,
so it's almost to the point, like even with BMF, I'm like, I'm gonna just let that shit run and I can just watch the whole season because Netflix has spoiled me to the point that I can't wait a week for new episodes no more because my brain has just been spoiled. Like, yo, here's the whole season, just binge it at your pleasure. So I've been spoiled to, you announced the new song and next week the album's dropping. So you telling me I gotta wait a month? Like, come on, nigga. But it's well worth the wait. Vay, what about you? How many mics you giving this joint?
I gotta give it 5, man. I done bought the vinyl. I never do that. Like, my whole shit with vinyl was like, I'm just buying classics and I'm talking the past only, especially from keeping me from buying every fucking thing. I saw this. I was like, yo, this shit is just so good. I just had to have it. I bought the digital. I bought the vinyl. Again, I'm
about to buy the tape in a minute.
Yeah,
they got the tape out here. I'm about to cop that. Yep.
Yeah, it's, you know what it is? It's just that the album hits on so many different levels. Like for a music fan like me, who's not just a hip hop fan and who can, listen to whatever JR know, right? That it's just something to be said when the quality is great, the production is great, the rollout's great, the attention to lyrics, the execution of those bars, like the articulation when they're rapping, like they're so clear with what they say and so precise that it's hard to say this shit is nothing but, like, honestly, with that whole top 5 of 2005 so far, that shit goes right in my top 5 instantly at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that good. So sorry, Jimmy, I still like it, but
yeah,
you get out of the
that's
top.
The wild part. Then I keep saying that I wish Jimmy would shut the fuck up because I like Jimmy's album.
His album was dope.
Yeah, it's a tough album, but him saying all this nut ass shit is just almost just deflating all of that. Rel, how many mics you giving this joint?
Yo, I gotta give it 5. Like for me, I needed this album. Like I had no inspiration, you know what I'm saying, music wise, and I needed this album. This album, man, was right on time, and it's when the expectations were high and they met every expectation. That's when you know it's a classic. When the expectations are there and then they meet them, that's when you know. And like, it's crazy because I like that it's getting the recognition that it's getting from people that you wouldn't expect. And like, I was playing it on my way home yesterday, coming from football workouts. One of my former players rolled next to me. He's like, yo, that shit crazy. And he's a young boy, but he's like, yo, that Clipse, like I'm hearing it everywhere. It's like, I'm glad that this is getting the recognition that it should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I was in my HR department talking to my homegirl who works in HR. And I looked at her phone. I'm like, yo, what you playing at? Like, how you playing that too? She's like, hell yeah, they crazy. So, when HR is getting in on the Clipse too, it's crazy. Now here's a big question. Is this doper than Hell Hath No Fury? And for me, it is. For me, this joint is doper than Hell Hath No Fury. Like Easy said, This ain't by a long shot. It's not smoking it or nothing like that. But if you told me right now I had to pick this or Hell Hath No Fury, and I have to drive to New York, which is a 5.5 hour drive, and I can only take one, I'm taking Let God Sort Them Out. JR, you gotta take a trip up to Jersey to see Mom. You can only take one CD. Which one you taking?
This is unfair because I'm still living with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm only had it for a week. And I have no theory. I didn't had it for so long, and I love that. So, oh God. All right, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this. If I gotta take it, I'm gonna take this one. This one, I can't stop playing it. So yeah, I go with this.
What about you, E?
Hell Hath.
I ain't mad at that.
After 1 week, we might have to have a conversation, but Hell Hath, bro. Like I played that shit yesterday, dog.
Oh no, still sounds fucking
Every
incredible.
time.
Man.
It's like you know what it is though, dog. It's like I get this shit from Push, man. Like the Biggie vibes, bro.
That's right.
And it's all over that one right there.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, dog, they playing. I never go. So, oh my god, like
it's two niggas sitting on a stove, man. Like nigga is not sitting on no car. The nigga is sitting in a stove, man. Don't come on, like it don't get harder than that. You know what I mean? Vague, I'm
not ready to let that one go just yet.
I feel you, Vague. What about you?
I might be the same, man. I love this album, and sometimes in my head, I'm thinking like, you know, do I need to relax? Do I need to take a break? I think it's that good. I think with more time, I might put it ahead only because, well, it's difficult, right? Because I think it's a more refined album as far as lyrics and maturity and stuff like that. But that's what comes with time. But
yeah,
Hell Have No Fury was like catching them at the almost at their peak, you know what I'm saying? Like when they could still dunk kind of shit, you know? So,
I want to throw this out there real quick. And this is like for albums in general, why it's almost unfair to try to compare something that's been out for a week to something that's been out for 19 years. We're putting them on the same level, right? We're putting them on the same tier. They're both quality bodies of work, right? But in 20 years, when we're talking about Let God Sort Them Out, it's gonna be 40 years for Hell Hath. It's hard to beat that.
Right.
It's hard to top that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know, somebody say, yo, 10 to Talk 3 better than Reasonable Doubt. It's like, no. Because when you're talking about, you know, by the time Tana Talk 3 30th anniversary come around, you on Reasonable 50th, and right. Benny shit probably not even gonna hold up like Jay has for all this time. So
but you know, like saying what's better, Reasonable Doubt or the Blueprint?
I got I still like Reasonable Doubt, but I don't argue somebody who take the Blueprint.
Yeah, I mean, it's no right or wrong answers. To me, this is like Mecca and the Soul Brother, Main Ingredient, Low End, Midnight. Like, it's no wrong answer.
I take Reasonable Doubt. I just feel like that's one of the best written albums ever.
Right. Rel, what you got?
That's tough, man, because Hell Hath No Fury has some, like, I guess it's because it's been out so long, like Keys Open Doors is like a staple. Like, Ride Around Shining with Lava, like it's just, I don't know. It could get there though, because I don't skip any songs on this album. I skip one on Hell Hath No Fury that I do. Trill. Yeah. So I skip Trill. So it can possibly get there. It can possibly get there, but it's hard to say that now because of how much of Hell Hath No Fury I've listened to. Like,
right.
And what it do? Like,
the first time I heard Wamp, I was like, God damn! Like, what did this nigga Pharrell be on?
I remember I asked you. I said, like, where did he get those drums? Like, did he program that? Like, those drums are like some calypso slash.
I don't think he programmed.
What the hell? That shit was crazy.
Ride around shining.
Yeah. Feel like a cool.
Hello, New World.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel you. I had to throw it out there.
It's
Now
just
tell me this.
boom, like haymaker. That's just hard, man.
All right, so tell me this. Clipse, where do they rank in your duos after this album? They're top 3 to me. I got Cast, EPMD, and Clipse.
Are we talking only rapping duos?
Yeah, just rapping duos. Just 2 niggas who rap, because that got into a whole nother conversation. So what's the duo?
Gangstar, P-Rock, CO2 don't count.
Nah, just 2 niggas who rap. So 2 niggas who rap. We talked about that. One of the big discussions was if it's not in the name, because I was like, well, Run DMC, my peoples over at Rap Roundtable was like, if this album is dope, they'll be the greatest duo ever. And I was like, well, what about Run DMC and EPMD? And somebody was like, well, Run DMC is not a duo because Jay was in the group. But I'm like, but the nigga name ain't in the fucking name of the group. You know, EPMD had Kayla Boss and Scratch. So they had a DJ, but their name wasn't in the group. So
but
that group
Jay was marketed as a member of the group, though.
Right. So that's how we got into the whole what is a duo? Because vague, if Tribe Called Quest is called Tip and Fife, and Ali's just the DJ, are they a duo or are they a group? You know what I mean? But neither here nor there. This could go down a rabbit hole for the rest of the night. So just 2 niggas who rap. That's how we're defining duos for right now. Number 1,
niggas that rap.
Mob, Outkast, MOP, EPMD. I don't know. They might crack my 5.
All right.
Yeah.
It may be probably not yet, but I mean, if they're not, they're dancing on it. You know what I mean?
All right. Vague, what about you?
I feel the same way when you say like Mob Deep, Outkast. Yeah, I would put Clipse in a top 5 after this album for sure, because this was phenomenal. So,
all right, Rel, what about you?
I would say top 5 too, but I got Mob and.
We know you got Mob, nigga. We know, nigga. We know.
Yeah.
You know that.
We know. I saw that Hennessy shirt. The first nigga, I know a lot of niggas, and the first nigga I called was this nigga. I called him before I called Kel, and that nigga is from Queens.
Right.
And I called Rel first. So,
I ordered that joint too. So,
JR, what about you? Top 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with top 5.
Top 5. All right. What is there anything? If you could change one thing about this album, what would it be?
Nothing.
Well, for me,
Give me that Jay-Z verse.
I've heard that.
Oh yeah.
The thing for me, and I got to shout out Yao because he's in Ghana right now because I wanted him to be on this joint. But I hate John Legend, and he was like, he was like, if CeeLo would have been on there, I feel like that would have been better. I don't know who, but I just don't like John Legend. Like, I'm so sick of his voice. His like scary, here comes a monster. That nigga's like a ghost singer. Like, he just sounds like a fucking ghost. That would be my only thing. Get John Legend the fuck off of here. Like,
I would have put PJ on there.
PJ Morton would have been crazy. Just nobody but John Legend. And again, Yao said this. He just screams like there's no soul there. And like that song needed some soul. It needed some soul.
Thank you for saying that. He was screaming like he was act like he was giving it soul, and it was like you were forcing it to me.
Yeah,
and John, it was like, I'm good. Go back and be the guy that sings that.
Yeah, like, everyday people or whatever.
You're
that
not
shit
getting
is.
lifted anymore.
Ordinary people. Right. That would be hell for me. Trap me in Walmart with ordinary people on repeat for eternity, nigga. That's fucking hell for me. Vegas, is there anything?
I sing that song every time it come on.
Vegas, is there anything that you would change about this album? You want a J verse, a Stove God verse? I know a lot of people saying take Dream off. I don't love Dream. He don't ruin the song for me, but I know a lot of people was like, yo, get Dream the fuck out of here. Why is he even on that song? So people have some things.
I didn't like the way he was used, but I didn't mind him on there as much as I didn't like Pharrell, the way he was singing on that verse. But I would take John Legend off because if y'all didn't tell me about that one album, I hate that nigga. Like that shit from what was that Steve Harvey movie?
Nah, John got like 3 good shows, bro. He got 3
with him and Luda.
Yeah, now I fuck with that.
Best I ever had, best you ever had, whatever. That shit's
Yeah,
fire.
best
That
ever,
shit's
yeah.
hot. I
Yo,
love
his second and third albums are good, bro.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I mean,
the one they
you like
that's the
Revolver?
the one with
Get
Kanye.
Lifted to me is a 5 mic classic. Like Get
I'm saying,
Lifted.
And
was-
the second one is fire too, though.
The
but
second
you
one
like-
I
you
like.
like
I
the
just
third
had to
one
get
too?
used to.
Hold on, the third one is the
That's Revolver.
second
with
one,
He
he-
like.
The second one,
like
he was
that
on
at
some
all.
old Vegas shit, but I liked it. But it wasn't the same as Get Lifted. Put it this way, I'm just tired of every rapper using John Legend. People have been using him for hooks for at least the past 20 years. There are more singers out there, y'all. We can get somebody else besides John Legend.
They bring back Carl Thomas. What's good?
Yeah,
Like,
anything.
I'm with that. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this Tiny Desk real quick. What was your standout moment for the Tiny Desk? For me, it was grinding when boy just got on the desk and then started doing it, because that was the last time. I've been working in schools for the past 25 years. When grinding came out, that was the last time I could go in the lunchroom of a school and see kids beating on the table to make the drums. That was after grinding. Never saw that ever again in life. So for me, that was the highlight of that. And you know what the other highlight was just seeing Push so happy. Push just seemed happy, like he was laughing. He just seemed like he was happy to be back with his brother on stage again. Yeah. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. You miss your brother, you miss him being there. So I think that's what stood out for me. JR, what about you with the Tiny Desk Jawn?
I was gonna say that it was like when you look at Push and you looking at him, looking at his brother, he like, yo, I got my brother again. You know what I mean? And we doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like you could tell the happiness that he had. So I thought that was dope. And then I went crazy when they did Keys Open Doors. I lost my mind. I was like, what? So that was a great part of that. But like you said, grinding when the dude just got on, because you know what I'm saying, Des ain't never been the same since grinding. So it's like for him to get on that and everybody smiling and going crazy, that was a moment. You know what I mean? Because I was in high school when that came out. So I was, yeah.
God damn, I'm old. Okay, you was in high school and I'm in my third year of working.
Grown man,
right? I'm married. Like, what you think of the Tiny Desk?
Stood out to me was the song selection. The only popular record was Grinding.
Right.
You know, Keys Open Doors, heavy duty. But what really, really, really did it for me is they started with Virginia.
My brother loved
and
that.
Someone in the back, oh my God, and that's me in the living room. Oh my God. Yo, when they set it off with that, I was like, okay. And to hear him say the OJ trial shit, Ace was about it. To see that, and
my partner's giving like
really brought me back. It was heavy, dude.
Yeah, and Malice, you know, I reside in VA. Live, and when I die, I'm gonna probably die in VA. Like, the energy in there was wild. Vague, what about you?
The performance. Like, I just love how when you listen to them rap, you know, you can hear the intensity on their part, the inflections, but when you watch them spit it, like, they believe every word they wrote down. Like, it ain't just about reciting and shit. Like you said earlier, when, you know, he doing chains and whips, and he like, where my camera at? He talking right to the camera. I felt that shit. Like, it was just dope. And like when they did Virginia and they had the close up on Malice, and you can, like, even in his body language, you could feel the lyrics more because of the way he's saying it. Like, the way you see his body language as he's saying it, it just says like they care about what they write. They care about lyrics. It's not just to sound cool. It's their life. It's what they live. It's what they express. So I kind of got that from Tiny Desk. Because usually I don't watch everybody, because some are better than others. Like Scarface was godly on that shit. And Wu-Tang was kind of like, all right. I forgot. Like, I was like, there's too many niggas up there. But I was like, oh, it's Wu-Tang, of course. But it just felt different with Clipse. Like, it was a great performance.
Right. Bro, what about you?
All right. My favorite part, I said it earlier, because for the past month, Jim Jones has been getting on my nerves. Like he is really, and niggas who's supposed to be respectable are letting him get this shit off on a platform.
Listen,
Pissing me off.
yeah,
I understand, but still, like he is saying some wild stuff and it's getting on my nerves.
and niggas ain't checking them.
And niggas is letting him get it off. So when Push did his verse and looked in the camera like that, I loved it. I'm like, he's talking to you, sir, directly to you. He did not blink. He was dead serious. He's talking to you. Finally, like, cause he was. I remember I texted you, Kill, about it. He was like, man, he's trying to go viral, man. He's just blown. I just tired of seeing him. He's saying dumb shit, bro. Like, and like, to be honest, he deserves. He's like an improved MC from when he first came out, and he has good albums, but he's just saying so much nut ass shit. You just like, yo, like he just make it look worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was ready for somebody to check. I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, cause somebody get Max beat, somebody, True Life, somebody come stop this. You know what I'm saying? So that part from Push was like my favorite part. So
I think the wild part is easy. You talked about this rollout and how you market and promote music. Jim is doing it the new way. Jim is doing it the exact opposite way. Jim is, but y'all listening to me. I'm trending. Yeah, y'all saying I'm stupid. You saying Nas will kill me. You saying all this shit. But y'all niggas are talking about me. You know, Ye said something once. Yeah, you let's say something. You feel something about Ye, but at least you feel something. Like, and I think that's Jimmy's rationale. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep. Okay, I dropped this album. I really fuck with the album. You know what I mean? I really like the album. I listen to it a lot, but nobody else is talking about the album. So if Jim don't say nothing, how is Jim Jones' name gonna stay out there? So it's sad that we're in this place of we market ourselves. The same thing with Twitter. I mean, easy, like you said, make all these tweets about your music, all this great stuff. Nothing goes viral. You say something that's just that. It's like, I remember Taraji P. Henson was saying that, like, yo, y'all giving me all this love for this cookie roll? Like, this dumbass role that I play, all these great movies I've been in, and y'all like this cookie shit? Like, what the fuck? So it's like, people, this is why shit that goes, that somebody says, yo, Rakim sucks, and that gets 1 million retweets and everything like that. So it's just so funny that the clips are actually showing you how to do it the right way. Like, just let good music and do what you got to do. Get on these joints and really kick it, and it won't be there like that. So, yo, I'm just happy, y'all, because if this album would have disappointed me, man, you talk about no Christmas this year. Like, nigga, like, dead ass. Like, yo, if this album would have been like a 3, dog, like, you looking at a depressed Kill right about now. You know what I mean? And one thing I did want to talk about real quick, one of my homeboys said to me, he was like, yo, Malice, you know, he left for the church, you know, he cursing, you know, he talking about coke and all this shit. And I said, I think for me, I feel Malice because when I first got with my wife, Tanya, and she was going to church, and I you know, started going to church, and I got saved, and I was like walking straight and narrow. Like, you know, I wasn't cursing, you know, to the point that I was about to do some business with Idris Elba, and I told his manager was like, yo, we love your beats. Yo, we in the studio tonight with Ghostface, Locks, and I was like, yeah, but I don't want nobody cursing on my beats. And he was like, bruh, like, yo, I'm in the studio with the Locks and Ghostface, and you want me to tell them don't curse? Like, yeah, you know, that's just where I was. And throughout the years, like, I've realized my relationship with God, to me, doesn't have anything to do with me cursing. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with I'm who I am. God loves me for me, and I love him for him. And I know a lot of times with people, when they walk with God, they got to balance that walk out. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm never looking at somebody like, oh, Mace came back. Like, yo, I mean, that's cool. Like, so I just know for me, and I explained to him, like, just for my own story, it was like, yeah, you know, in the beginning, it's like I'm hard body, I'm not cursing, I'm in the Bible every day. Da, da, da. My relationship is closer with God now than it was when I was in church 3 times a week 20 years ago. Like, easily better right now than it was back then. So people may say I curse. I tell people all the time, if I curse too much, just unfollow me. I am not offended. I told family members, if I curse too much for y'all, unfollow me. This is who I told niggas when I turn 50, this is who the fuck I am. You don't like it, unfollow me.
Yo,
But this is just me, and I don't think God. I know I'm going to heaven. Maybe God will be like, "All right, nigga, chill out with all the cursing." But I mean, I'm good. So I mean, I understand why Malice can come back, but I also do understand how people could be like, "Oh, you left to go with God, now you just back for the money." And that's why I love that bar. I came back for the money. That's the devil in me. I had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. You know, that's why I love that bar so much, because you do have to balance that. That when I first got into church, I kind of was like, damn, I don't know who I am no more. I can't just wild on niggas. I can't just curse you out. I gotta pray for you. Like, so you go through this phase of trying to find yourself. And when you do find yourself and you find the balance, it may not always be what people see. Like, people like, damn, Kill, you don't go to church no more. You don't mess with God. I'm like, dog, me and God, I feel like 3,000, man. I'm doing better than ever. What's wrong with you? Like, dog, you know what I mean? Easy, you was gonna say something?
my relationship with God has nothing to do with what you think it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple as that. That's why it's my relationship with God and not yours.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to serve as a witness to Kill's testimony and give my own testimony. I was around Kill. I was around him, and I remember one day he just hit me with the peace, brother, and I was like, "What Kill? What version of Kill is this?" Tanya too. She hit me with the, "Oh man, brother." I was like, "Wait a minute, who are these people?" I was like, wait, but you know, I kind of respected it because it could be worse. You know, it could be they could be going in the other
Caught
direction.
you off guard.
Right. It kind of caught me off guard, but I respected it. But now you're right, man. I always look at hip hop like I remember before when, you know, like the whole Rick Ross thing was happening and all of that. And I was like, look, I don't need my favorite rappers to commit crimes for me to enjoy their music. I don't want them to go to prison. They're telling stories. They're storytellers. I don't look at films about the mafia and say, hey, Robert De Niro not doing all that shit, this movie isn't good. No, it's the same way. So like how we talked about Cool G Rap, like it's
Only
storytelling.
us, bro. We the only ones that do that shit, bro.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's like
only us.
why we gotta go to jail? You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
yeah, y'all,
Not
yo, Kill's right though. I was tricked even before when he started cussing and shit. I was like, wait a minute, this nigga back there. He went back. I ain't know what the fuck to say.
Yo, it was funny because even on Twitter, I used to edit all my curse words, and then niggas was like, "Oh, you really done got killed pissed." This nigga said, "Fuck," like, you know what I mean. But at 50, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is, bro. Man, it just is what it is. Like Lauryn Hill said, I gotta add a motherfucker for you. Make sure you ignorant niggas.
Ignorant motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, JR. But I mean, and I think, you know, so for me, it's no beef with Malice coming back and nothing like that. And I know there are people who do feel some kind of way, like, oh, you done left. Same thing with Mace, you done left, and you know, your congregation or whatever like that. But you know, that's what it was for me. So definitely love this album. Like I said, support dope hip hop vibe. Like Reagan said, I brought the digital, I brought this, I brought the vinyl. I'm about to buy the tape right now. You know what I mean? So go out here and support some dope hip hop. For all the people who are on Twitter complaining all the time, it's an album that got every song got drums. Oh, you already know I was buying every version of this album. So you know what I mean? So Rel, let them know where they can get at you, good brother. What you got getting cooked up over there?
Uptown Rel 215 on Instagram, JBen215 on Twitter. You know, just doing the dad thing, you know, getting my daughter situated with, you know, the law school thing, and you know, me in Vegas working on some stuff, man. We're in the early stages of that, so that's all I'm doing right now. This album though, you know, I needed some inspiration and they gave it to me, so we about to get to work.
Dope. Yeah, that's crazy. This joint was sitting right over here to the side. The ABCD joint, the Mobb Deep, the America's Dying Slowly joint.
Yeah.
Right here. This shit crazy right here. Vay, what's popping with you, man? Where can they get at you?
You can follow me on social media at Vegas World INC. You can check out my podcast, Hip Hop Now Podcast, available right here on YouTube. Couple of joints coming up. I did an episode, kind of more of like a reaction more than anything to this Clipse album with the homie Ock. Just kind of breaking down our feelings about it. You know, I even put on the pink polo for y'all. Like, how hyped I was. And yeah, man, just like Terrell's point, man, like hearing this album, Lord knows I don't have time to be writing any rhymes, but I want to. So, you know, it kind of got me thinking and writing down bars and shit. So, yeah, it's just a dope time in hip hop, man, to see. So,
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. E, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm at Easy Money ST everywhere, man. I'm probably gonna start cooking up a new joint. Last joint, Drug Money's out now. Came out in March. It's only been a few months. It ain't old yet. But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna have a verse on that Vegas and Rel album. If not, that album is trash.
We hitting you up. We hitting you up. So.
Yeah, man, that's about it.
All right, no doubt. JR,
look, I want to hear some singing. I ain't gonna front, man. I'm jealous.
For real.
Yo, this dude on IG just, man, you be trying to floss with niggas on IG and they're there singing shit, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I
ain't even mad at it because if I was sing, I'd be the same.
You don't know how jealous I am.
Kill. I don't got a BBL. I can't thirst. I need a different thirst guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm jealous, bro. I wish I could. I'm real Tresman, but I can't sing. I wish I could sing. You don't know how jealous I am of that, bro.
Yeah. And JR, what's cooking up with the R&B?
R&B rap. Well, our new episode is gonna be we're talking to Kamani. We talked about PJ Morton's what is it? Gumbo, and you know we talked to PJ Morton, which was a dope thing. So yeah, check us out, R&B Reps. Our shorts is doing. We're following Vegas. We're doing what he's doing, and it's amazing. We're getting mad subscribers, so much love, all that. So you're right, bro. You're right. So just follow us, R&B Reps, on all streaming and all that good stuff. YouTube, Instagram, and then June's World of Soul on Instagram, Twitter, all that.
It's funny you brought up Gumbo. That was another joint. I heard that joint one. Gumbo was the first album when I used to write record reviews. It was the first album I heard one time and literally wrote the review for it right there.
I talked about it on the show because I was like, "Yo, Phil was he was like, yo."
That was another instant class. That's never happened. Normally, I gotta listen to an album a couple of times and I heard Gumbo one time and I was like, "Oh, this shit 5 mics," and wrote the whole review right there. So, and we had me and JR sat down with PJ Morton, had him on the show. So that was a dope joint too. Y'all know me, the bookworm and me, fresh, fly, and fabulous. Very dope book right here. Oh, so many dope pictures of just, fashion throughout the years with hip hop, Tommy Boy, the old Scully joints. I mean, just the crazy LL with the box. Again, just everything about fashion in here. What I do once a month, I got so many coffee table books in here. I just bring one to my studio at work once a month just to have my kids look through it, just so that they can see like different things because they ain't never seen any of this fashion or anything like that. So definitely, this is a very dope book to get. Kill889, Twitter, IG. I think that's it. Yo, buy the clips. Go to the show. Oh, they got the VA show out here. Rel, you going? Yo, JR.
Yeah, you going? If you going, I'm going.
Hell yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Am I going?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot. I'll get you
August 9th at Eagle Bank on George Mason's campus.
All right. I'll get tickets.
Hell yeah. Let's make that happen. Yeah, that's it. All right, y'all. Next week, y'all.
Love.